Man, the crazy things we did before we turned 16. What's up, guys? Welcome to Movie Important's movie review of White Boy Rick, the newest film from Yann Demange and starring Matthew McConaughey, Richie, Meritt, Powley, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and Rory Cochran. So, if you don't know what the story of White Boy Rick is, it's about this kid who's played by Richie Meritt. His name's Rick Welsh Jr. He was the youngest informant, youngest drug dealer. Well, not necessarily the youngest drug dealer. I mean, that's what the headlines say in the trailer. But he was 14 years old. He got involved with the drug trade, selling guns, weapons. He lives in Detroit, so he has to provide for himself because his dad, who's played by Matthew McConaughey, is selling guns, but he's dirt poor. He lives across the street from his father, who's played by Bruce Dern, and they have to figure out a way to survive in early 80s Detroit, which was known for a drug problem. It had a really bad drug problem, kind of like New York in the 80s. When the story is moving along, Rick Welsh Jr. gets involved with the FBI. The FBI agents are played by Jennifer Jason Leigh and Rory Cochran. They get him involved with the local gang, which he is familiar with anyways, and they have him sell drugs, and they have him just become an informant to try to take down the drug trade. So throughout the story, Rick Welsh Jr. is involved with not only being an informant, but he gains popularity in the local gangs, and then he moves up after everybody goes down. The FBI takes everyone down. He ends up wanting to help his family out, so he starts selling drugs on his own, and what ends up happening is he gets caught and gets sent to jail, and also it's the typical story what happens in the drug trade and so on and so forth. So if you don't know, the movie is a true story. This kid really did do these things. He did go to jail for like 30 years. The people that he ended up going to jail, they didn't last as long in jail. They got sent out and so on and so forth, released. And overall, the movie is interesting. It's not great. The acting is what makes the movie interesting in any aspect. It's very deep and dark and depressing. It's produced by Darren Aronofsky, who's known for stuff like Pie and Mother and Requiem for a Dream. So it's never going to be an uplifting movie. It was never supposed to be an uplifting movie. So when he's doing this, we have Matthew McConaughey, who is, like I said, he's dealing, or not dealing, but he's selling the guns he's getting from gun shows and so on and so forth. And I'll be honest with you, this is one of Matthew McConaughey's best roles that he's ever been in. Probably not as good as Dallas Buyers Club, but as good, or maybe just as good. And it really shows. I mean, he's playing a father who is basically at wit's end. He doesn't, he's doing what he can to survive. He's trying to support his family. His son's getting ready to who has a kid. He's gonna do everything he can to support him, but he wants to open up a video store. And it's really disheartening to see a father he can't provide for his kids. His daughter's a junkie who's played by Powley. He can't do anything about her. He's afraid to do anything about her. And the level of depthness, the level of just raw emotion that Matthew McConaughey is putting on show here, it's just, Matthew McConaughey has gone from this good-looking guy, this guy who went all right, just this guy that nobody took serious, and now he's doing roles like this where it's a role of a character of an actor who's just so good at what he does, and is so good at portraying what he does, that it's amazing to see. And Matthew McConaughey is just amazing to see in this movie. And he should get an Oscar nomination for it. That's what I believe. He's just that good in the movie. So now, as far as like the other characters, Richie Meritt he's really good in the movie. He does a really nice job with what he has. He's a first-time actor, so to be put in a role like this is pretty impressive of what he can accomplish. The story itself doesn't really give him a lot, but he does the best with what he can. And the same thing with Powley. She's just there as kind of a motivator for the father and son to get her more stable and drug-free and so forth. And just to see Richie play off the FBI, to play off all these characters in the background that are like very terrible characters. They're not good characters. There's some characters that are part of his life that he loves to be around, but he's just not in a good situation, and it ends up not paying off for him in the end when he goes to jail. So, Yann Demange, pretty good director. It's gonna be interesting to see if he gets the Bond director role. But I hope he makes it a little more exciting. Like I said, this is no comedy in this movie, which is I don't think there should be, but it's very depressing and maybe a little bit of comedy could lighten it up. But we'll see. We'll see if he gets the role for directing the next Bond movie. If not, he has great talent. He can do other stuff. So, but that's it. Like I said, it's not the greatest movie in the world, but the acting really lifts it up. So it makes it a better movie than it really should be. So. But that's it. That's our review on White Boy Rick. As always, if you like what you see, remember to rate, subscribe, comment. Check us out on YouTube, Audioboom, Facebook, and Twitter. Tell us if you've seen White Boy Rick in the comments below. Let me know what you think. I'll let you know what I think, from what you've seen from the video. But with that, we'll go ahead and head out, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.